Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Let's get right into it, because today we're unlocking something absolutely game-changing. We are going to master a rhythmic, confident English delivery for your personal introductions. Look, if you're a beginner or even an intermediate learner who still gets that tight feeling in your chest when introducing yourself, this Explainer is completely for you. We're going to take all the stress out of those crucial first impressions by breaking down the actual mechanics of speaking into super manageable bite-sized pieces. So we got to start by asking a very real question. Why on earth do we panic when speaking English? It's literally a universal pain point, and I want to validate exactly what you might be feeling right now. When we start speaking a new language, we get so incredibly focused on just remembering the right vocabulary that we totally forget how to actually deliver those words. We rush, we run out of breath, our heart rate spikes, and inevitably, we panic. The words get totally scrambled, and suddenly it feels like we've forgotten every single thing we ever learned. But seriously, don't worry, because today we are fixing exactly that. Here is exactly how we're going to build your conversational confidence today. First, 1. The speaking trap. 2. Microskill, word chunking. 3. Microskill, master the pause. 4. Microskill, clear endings. 5. The templates. And finally, 6. Your daily action plan. Let's start with number 1. The speaking trap. The absolute biggest beginner trap is rushing. It's so common. When you try to speak too quickly, you completely destroy your natural rhythm. You're essentially setting yourself up for failure before you even finish the sentence. Think about it. You run out of air, and that literal lack of oxygen tells your brain to panic, which then leads to making totally unnecessary mistakes. If we want to sound natural, we have to stop trying to sound fast. Fluency is not speed, guys. Fluency is rhythm and clarity. Moving on to 2, microskill, word chunking. Okay, so what exactly is word chunking? It's basically gluing words together in small groups instead of pronouncing every single word completely separately. Native speakers do not talk like robots, right? They don't process language word by individual word. Instead, they group words together to create a smooth, continuous flow. It's like a musical rhythm. Let's look at exactly what this sounds like in practice. Okay, check out the left side. When beginners speak, they often put this tiny, unnatural stop between every single word. It sounds like this. My name is Ved. It feels super choppy, right? Now look at the right side. We're going to chunk those first 3 words together into one fluid sound. Take a tiny beat, and then deliver the name. My name is Ved. Do you hear the difference there? You're creating a rhythm. My name is Ved. It immediately sounds way more confident and natural. Let's try another example to see how this really builds. This is a phrase you'll use in almost every single introduction. On the left, nice to meet you. Again, very robotic. But when we chunk these words together on the right, something totally fascinating happens to the pronunciation. Nice to meet you. Because we're gluing them together, the phonetic sound actually changes into a very natural nice to meet ya. Yeah, nice to meet ya. Go ahead, say it out loud with me right now wherever you're sitting. Nice to meet ya. It just flows right off the tongue and immediately removes that rushed, choppy panic. Next up is 3. Microskill, master the pause. This brings us to a really crucial point. When you run out of breath, you panic, and that is exactly when the mistakes happen. The pause is not your enemy. Pausing isn't a sign of hesitation, and it doesn't mean you don't know the language. It's a strategic requirement to keep your composure. You actually need to use punctuation marks, your periods and commas, as visual cues to just stop and take a full, calm breath. We call this the breathing role. Let me demonstrate exactly how this works. Listen to how I use the punctuation to physically manage my oxygen here. Hello, good morning. Take a breath. My name is Ved. Take a breath. I live in Rajasthan. Did you hear those deliberate pauses? By taking that extra second, I stayed completely calm and my pacing was absolutely perfect. Nobody is going to rush you. Take your breath, own your pause. Now for 4. Microskill, clear endings. So in a lot of languages around the world, speakers naturally just drop the final sound of a word. It kind of just fades away. But in English, this final consonant, that hard sound at the very end of the word, is absolutely critical for clarity. If you drop it, the listener might not understand the word at all. You really must clearly pronounce the T in meet. Not me, but meet. You've got to hit the M in from, and you absolutely must pronounce the D in brand. Hitting those final, hard consonant sounds is the ultimate secret to sounding incredibly clear and articulate.
Which brings us to 5, the templates.
All right, here we have two distinct paths. Option A is the business focus. This is perfect for meetings, clients, or professional networking. Option B is the casual focus, which is great for everyday conversations, language exchange apps, or just making new friends. Now, my strongest advice here: do not try to memorize the whole shebang. Just pick the single option that best fits your daily life right now. If you go with option A, your opening is, "Hello, good morning, my name is Ved." Your identity is, "I run a business and we specialize in beautiful jewelry designs." And your context is, "I am practicing my English to communicate better. Nice to meet you." But if option B fits your life better, you'll say, "Hi there, I am Ved. I live in Jaipur. I am an entrepreneur, and I manage my own brand. I speak English slowly because I am still learning. It is great to meet you." Just pick one and commit to mastering it using our 3 micro skills. Finally, let's talk about 6, your daily action plan. The magic number here is 40. Look, building muscle memory for your custom introduction does not require hours of exhausting textbook study. It only requires 40 minutes of highly focused practice a day, spread out over just 2 days. That's literally all it takes to lock this into your brain. Let's break down exactly how you're going to spend that time. Your day one schedule is all about building and hearing. For the first 15 minutes, you're going to go on YouTube, search for Self-Introduction English Beginner, and just listen. Listen to 3 different people. Notice exactly where they pause, notice how they smile. For the middle 15 minutes, grab a pen and a notebook and write down your chosen template. Fill in your own personal details, your name, your city, your job. Read it silently just to make sure it makes perfect sense to you. And for the last 10 minutes, you're going to read your written template out loud 5 times, straight from the notebook. Do it slowly, use your word chunking, take those deliberate breaths. And please listen to me on this. If you make a mistake, do not get frustrated. Just start the sentence over, no big deal. Then we arrive at day 2, which is all about polishing and speaking. For your first 15 minutes, go right back to those exact same YouTube videos. But this time, don't just listen, actually whisper the words along with the speakers so you can really feel their rhythm. In the middle 15 minutes, look at your written template and identify your 3 absolute hardest words to pronounce. Maybe it's specialize or entrepreneur or comfortably. Practice saying just those 3 words 10 times each and make absolutely sure you are hitting those clear ending consonants. For the final 10 minutes, the real test begins. Stand up, look away from your notebook, and try to deliver your full introduction completely from memory. And here is the absolute game changer step. Record it on your phone's voice recorder. When you listen back to it, you'll hear exactly where you are rushing and exactly where you need to pause. So I want to leave you with this final thought and challenge today. Which introduction template are you going to master in the next 48 hours? Are you going to take the business path or the casual path? Remember, do not let rushing steal your confidence. Use your word chunking, demand your right to pause and take a breath, and always hit those clear endings. Pick your path right now, grab that notebook, and execute your day 1 plan. You've totally got this. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.